if son had a vest on, or if son was able to legally carry a firearm in New York City, how this situation would have turned out, I'm sure differently.
We're all loose tonight in the Bronx. A man seen on surveillance video pulling out a gun and shooting a 16-year-old boy.
It's crazy.
Shoots him dead.
Look at that.
Here are cops telling us moments ago his name is James Salam, the victim's name. 16 years old, more senseless gun violence in a borough and in a city that has way too much of it. Here's Jim Dorman.
One shot.
Truthfully, if he'd have had the hammer or the vest, it wouldn't have mattered to begin with, man. But this is what I'm talking about. Look. He hit him with the yeah, buddy. Come on, look, son. And you know why they standing there like that? Because the way he moving like he got this thing on. Facts. That's why you seen son step before. Like, that ain't, you feel me? That's what we gotta live like. That's how we gotta move in New York City. They talk about demon time. That's why people be on demon time. Did you just see that? Imagine being 16. Look. Blend.
Later died from a gunshot wound to the neck. Gun violence that leaves a whole neighborhood to wonder who will be next.
All I do is my parents are family owned business. We pray a lot, you know. I guess our prayers is what keeps us safe.
Look, you gotta have a hammer. Look, you gotta have a hammer in New York City. You gotta have a vest. It's absurd. Like, I really want mothers, like, you know how they got mad mothers against drunk driving? Mothers need to come up and help us protest or help start something, like, where we got the right to at least wear a vest. For real, man, like, it's crazy. Let's see what else is up here. Some New York City. Look, 7 dead in more than 50. Wait, 7 dead in more than 50 New York City shootings in less than 48 hours. And then you telling me we can't walk around with the grip? You telling me we can't rock a vest all legally? We can't bid. We don't have the right to bid on. Forget bid on. We ain't got the right to live. Want to live and go home at night because you got youngins like son. Like, hold on. Look, like him. You got folks like that running around, pat you on the shoulder. Like, what did son do? What shorty did? Tell me. And this is, what? For what? Now tell me. Look, normal. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you how normal it is. Look, watch. Hold on. See the other video? That's crazy, fam. But yeah, look, let's get something else. Look, 7, that's 6 months ago. I want to hit. Look, here we go. This is even better. New York City murders. Look, an increase by 44%. Look, so that means whatever it was before, it's increased more. A whole 44% more. Murders, not shootings, none of that. Just complete murders. New York, this is New York City. I bet you New York State as a whole don't have that many numbers. New York City got all the numbers. Guaranteed.
Violent start to the new year. At least 7 people were shot in the first hours of 2021.
Look.
A 33-year-old woman was struck by a stray bullet that came from the bedroom window.
And we don't need
another shooting.
this.
In Queens, 3 men shot in front of a hotel. One of them killed.
Look.
Police just releasing these photos of the suspects in the case caught on hotel surveillance, saying this all may have started with a brawl that just spilled out into the street.
Look.
News reporter Jim Dorman.
In Queens, it was a wild shootout right on the street. Shell casings everywhere, and at least 3 people were shot.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember
the first murder victim in New York in 2021.
Look.
And And in the city line,
But it's illegal to walk around with a vest. It's illegal to walk around with body armor. Why?
A 35-year-old woman was resting in her bed when a bullet crashed through the window and struck her in the leg.
Man, look, before I was even a teenager, when I was in single digits, no funny, I done been in I don't know how many shootouts, meaning in the crossfire of shootouts, since I was a youngin'. Talking about like 6, 7, 8, 9, probably before that, just didn't realize it or know it. But I'm telling you, we used to have crossfire gunshot shooting drills while walking to school. We would all be walking to school, and they would act as they would simulate something, or they would say something for us, basically to emulate there was a shooter or there was a gunfire going on. They would teach us to duck, curl up, and sit next to car tires. Like roll up near the car tires, or like when you're walking down the block to stop, get into the fetal position right next to a car tire and sit there until somebody comes and gets you out of safety. Dead serious. This is New York City. You know what I'm saying? Back then. So you get back home. Let's get to this next one. Is it two shit? This one. Look.
The shooting caught on surveillance video happened in broad daylight in the Bronx. Police say 2 people were hit by the gunfire at
Fam, look at that. And they asking you why we don't deserve the right to wear vests? Forget booming back. Like, look, you on a playground. You see all them little kids on that playground? These idiots is booming left and right, acting like it ain't nothing.
And the video is chilling.
Look, you see that? I'm surprised.
It was as terrifying as it sounded. A young man opening fire in a crowded playground. People running for their lives. Leticia Harper was
Look at that.
with a 5-year-old.
With the boomer on.
And I went to the apartment with the kids.
Look, she running. Got this old lady running. Got this elder lady running. Look at this. Idiots.
Surveillance video shows
Miss me with all that, man. Miss me with all that. Corny.
Away while putting the gun into a backpack.
Corny.
It happened last night at Walton Playground. Exactly 1 week ago, elected officials gathered to celebrate the park's $1.4 million renovation.
Yeah, I know. That's what they made it for. It ain't gonna be nothing, but you already know what it's gonna be. Corny. See, that's the thing too, man. Honestly, a lot of this got out of hand because y'all locking up the wrong people. Y'all locking up the wrong people. I don't want to see nobody, but some people, yeah, they do deserve to be put somewhere. Because if you don't know how to act, ain't nobody, you biting. Like Son said, like, I be watching, what's her name, Hassan Campbell. I be watching them. You know what I mean? Like, I watch a few of them. You know what I mean? Like, and it's the truth. A lot of people be letting this type of stuff rock. Like, I don't know how people move in their neighborhood, but in my neighborhood, we don't move like that. We don't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't be condoning nothing like that. But at the same time, there needs to be, they need to, like, approve a certain amount of street justice. Like, certain things need to be dealt with by their own. And when I say they own, I mean, like, some of this stuff that be going on, like, all these little dudes run around with hammers. I remember back in the day, there's no way on earth that you could run across some of the OGs that was rotating. You know what I mean? Like when I was on the come up, there's no way you could be like 13, 14, 15, 16 running around with, you know what I mean? Like there was certain little dudes from the hood that, yeah, they was giving it up like that and they was running like that. Everybody had a you know what I mean, 1 or 2 youngins, like where if you was 20 something, 30 something, shorty be like 9, 10, 11 running around like he's some, you know what I mean, like he y'all age type joint, like mother, you know, we all know the story, but there was 1 or 2. Nowadays, every one of these little dudes is a savage. All of them is stinked up. They on all sorts of drugs, lean, this, that, the third. Like, you know, they don't even know, they don't even mean to do half the shit they be doing. You feel me? But that's just the day and age. That's how they be moving. Mind you, you still can't rock a vest. You still can't get a gun legally and protect yourself by carrying it for these weirdos and gun-happy fools. That's all concentrated in New York City. Let's go on. Furthermore, let me see, it's a year ago. I want to see. You see the joint that just, they found like 300 dudes on a party bus with mad wild hammers. And I ain't mad at them. People like, yo, well, if you're going to party, why would you go with a gun? Like, fam, I don't know where y'all go, like, but when we attend a function, there ain't no telling who there. You gotta think about one, who there, who going there, who's gonna be there that got certain issues with dudes. You know what I'm saying? Dudes just might not even come. Dudes just might pull up, be sitting outside. You gotta think about all that before you attend any function in New York City. Rotate. I don't care what city you in. Just if you rotating in that type cipher, y'all already know what type time I'm talking about. Like, look, what's this morning of violence? 21 shootings within 37 victims in New York City. But you can't rock a vest. 21 shootings, 37 victims, 4 dead. Bananas.
With 37 victims, 4 of them died.
But you can't wear a vest.
A bullet crashed through the windshield of a marked NYPD vehicle with 2 officers.
If they blowing at the police in New York City, like, if they blowing at police, you think they care about smoking one of us? Smoking one of y'all? They don't care, but you can't wear a vest. For real, the mothers need to start some sort of organization, man, for real, because this is crazy. This is crazy. Like Mothers Against Drug Driving, what's it called, MAD? Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They need to be like mothers where their sons got the right to at least live, like protect themselves. We should be able to have body armor, walk around with body armor, man. For real, because this is bananas. You talking about go out and spend your money and go out and go where? Like, come on. Like, yeah, you could go out. I don't care where you going in New York City. You risking your life every day you step out on that street. And that's a fact. That's a fact. You got people outside running around with mental problems. You got people outside running around on drugs, high out their mind, don't even know what they doing, saying, moving. You got people outside that's emotionally disturbed, all sorts of craziness. And you just got people outside, misguided youth, running around doing wild, crazy knucklehead like as if we all did, but not none of the stuff I be seeing now. Son killed his mother because she asked him to get a job. Are you crazy? If somebody's mother asked for their son to get a job or the child to get a job back when I was coming up, and you batted an eyelash the wrong way, then it was over for you. But this dude kills his mother. Bananas. Look, here we go. That works too. Look, New York City. But you can't rock a vest. No vest? You can't wear a vest? Why not?
There have been nearly 24 shootings since this time last night. 3 people have died.
What was this? What was this? 6 months ago. Yeah. That's how you think. Gunman driving a U-Haul truck.
Investigators on East 80th Street in Canarsie combing for clues after a 28-year-old man was shot in the face around 4:30 in an apparent drive-by shooting. Meanwhile, around 3 a.m. in Jamaica, another 28-year-old, this one an off-duty correction officer, killed when he was shot in the head and chest.
Look.
Police sources say the murder of Officer John Jeff was a planned hit after he left the party with a fellow female correction officer and returned to that party. 3 cars boxed him in. The suspect got out of the first car and shot Jeff while he and the woman were in the car. Sources say the suspect then grabbed Jeff's department-issued firearm.
And he the boys.
Several times,
he the boys. And you think who got a chance to get? If somebody will boom the boys, they'll boom you in a heartbeat. Don't nobody care about none of that. Plus, it's Corona season. Everybody masked up. You don't know who nobody is. till you get right there and you look into their eyes. You got peer into somebody's soul before you confirm who it is. Like, it's crazy.
20 shootings throughout the city.
Look.
With 23 victims,
Come on.
3 of them dead. Citizen
Look.
showing the scene in the Soundview section of the Bronx. Where
But I can't wear a vest. You can't wear a vest. I can't get a legal gun carrying permit. You can't get a legal firearm carrying permit for what? Like, what's a gun do in your house? I mean, like, yeah, if somebody try to run up in your house, sure, cool, that's what's up. But even if so, people act like we running up in, like, people that not playing by no sort of rules or got no sort of, like, moral standing. Fam, they not coming with no single shot rifles. They're not coming with no single shot shotguns. Like, they not coming like that. They coming with all sorts of craziness, like drums, extendos, extended clips, 50 round drums, clips bigger than your feet. Like, they coming with exotic, like, you know, like what's that movie? Face Off. They coming with like, you know, Tony Montana types. Like, they not coming with no pea shooter. And that's what you got to do. Is hope one of these, like, come on, man. You can't go nowhere without thinking about anything on some demon time. Like, that's what everything is on right now. Demon time. Look, hold on, let me go. I want to see something. I don't really care about I want to go, so what's this? That's a little different. Hold on, what's this here now? Let's go to these stats. Let's go, let's go to these stats. Binks. Let's go to that. Man, they really running that commercial. Yeah, I mean, my son's saying you well. Word, but you know, it's crazy here. Now let's get to this shit.
Innocent bystander.
Innocent bystander. Another victim. Surge of gun violence once again.
Father of 2, hit by stray bullets.
Killed. Handball. Crown Heights. New York City. Look, that's more than 44%. I don't know. They can't count. They can't count. Look. Look.
Veronica Peters is in shock tonight. Barely 24 hours after her 53-year-old husband, Christopher Ross, was shot to death.
Bananas.
Knocked to the pavement by a gunshot to the head as he was playing handball in Lincoln Terrace Park with his buddies in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. A random gunshot just before 6 p.m. broad daylight on a Sunday evening.
That's bananas. Look at that. Now imagine, yo, that series, I got friends I talk to that don't live here, never been here. They scared to come in. I know people, I done talk to people that live outside the country. They like, yo, one place they would never go if they came to the States is New York City. They heard that you're gonna die if you go there. I'm dead serious. But you can't rock a vest. You can't get a legal carrying permit for a firearm to protect yourself in New York City. And look at the numbers. Look. While he walking with his daughter. Look. 1-year-old. Imagine a 1-year-old getting shot. Like, what a 1-year-old know about getting shot?
The last 4 weeks, we've been trending down. It's still far too many, to be frank. Moving in the right direction, but it's going to take some time.
But relatives of the victims of gun violence, like Veronica Peters, are not convinced.
See, I mean, unfortunately, the numbers might be down, but when they concentrated, you know, where we live, it don't seem like anything down. It just seemed like the same thing happening every other day. Regular.
Ross was killed. The 2 groups of young men opened fire on one another.
Yeah, man, but I'm gonna clip this real quick. I'm gonna probably find one more house. I'll be back, but I need to find somehow. So what they call that, a spree? Hold on, 2 months ago, more details released on shooting outside the cathedral. Yeah, I seen that the other day. I seen the real footage, not the news footage. But a couple of things I seen the real footage on, like, you know what I mean? But I can't even, I could speak on it. I can't show y'all because, I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but like, I seen them people leaked out on that subway. Leaked out. I'm talking about every drop of blood in any possible crease or crevice of someone's body. It was leaked out. Horrible. Seen what he hit them with, bananas. And this is the people that just be walking around you. You be on the train, you be on the bus, you be standing at the, you know what I mean? Like, no. These are people that be walking around this. You can't wear a vest. You can't carry a firearm in New York City. Crazy. New York City's a graveyard. To live here is to die here. Seriously. Oh, okay. Yeah, 1 month. Let's go this.
Now to breaking news, a deadly start to 2021 after multiple shootings across the city.
Yep.
In Queens, a man was killed after shots rang out inside a hotel. CBS 2's John Diaz joins us live from the scene in Kew Gardens with the details there, John.
Yeah, good morning to both of you. Now, all this happening, all this violence happening within hours after that ball drop. So a lot of people living around here hoping that this is not a sign of what 2021 will look like, especially last year in 2020 across New York City. The city saw an increase of nearly 97% when it comes to shooting incidents. Now, I want to take you right out to the scene.
Let's look at this. Look.
Scary video.
Look. Hold on, fam. They ain't do me like that. Look at that.
Bicyclists on the attack in Manhattan yesterday, going after cars. 2 separate.
Imagine your kids in that car. You and your kids in that car. And you live in New York City. Look, son in the blue look like he reaching for something. You think you're supposed to be waiting? No. If you had a vest on, you feel comfortable. If you had your firearm, I'm dumping. I'm giving it to you. Right. I guarantee you, if they change the gun laws to New York City where you can walk with firearms, I guarantee you the crime rate would drop immediately. Because all them people running around with illegal guns trying to do crazy nonsense, like they trying to pull stunts, they know a regular average Joe could blow their head off and keep it moving and wouldn't sweat it in a heartbeat. They wouldn't be doing none of this. Imagine you being in that car with your fam. Forget your fam, just you. New York City style. Where them people from? Are they from New York City? I hope so. Because if they not, that's embarrassing. That type I'm talking about. Crazy. Look at that. Look. They got the right one in that car. Because that person, they obviously got some sort of soul. Because I know, I don't way to hit the gas. Oh, yeah, I fear for my life. The car's about to blow up. Malfunction. After that last drop kick right there, the car malfunctioned.
The video was originally posted to social media, but the NYPD has now released it.
Now you see how long they did that? Where the boys was at? You think somebody ain't see a call that? The boys was in nowhere around.
I really question why am I here?
Exactly. Look, see? Born and raised. That's a born and raised New Yorker puzzle that's to like, yo, seriously, people be scared to come to New York. Shit is crazy. Yeah, that was good enough. I'm about to drop that. Word. But, no funny, somehow, some way, need to organize something as to where we push for these gun laws to be changed, and we push for these you to be able to at least walk around with a vest, something like body armor, protect. So I ain't telling everybody to run out and get a gun. If you want to do so, do it responsibly, do it, you know what I mean? Morally, you know what I mean? If something wrong with you, you don't need a gun. If something wrong with you, you high-headed, you got a problem, you don't like people looking at you standing, all that other craziness that people be trying to get live for, lit for, like, if you don't need a gun. Those are the people that we talking about, or that like I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need, period. But outside of that, yeah, we need guns in New York City. We need to be able to walk around legally with firearms. We need to be able to walk around legally with body armor. Ain't no question about it. If there is, pull up them New York City stats you see right in front of you. You can see raw footage, you can see numbers, you could go back a year ago what it looked like that or worse. Like, yeah, we need them gun laws changed. We need to be able to walk around with body armor to protect our safety, our lives, our loved ones. That's it. Not cause harm, running around intimidating nobody, threatening nobody, backing people down, backing people, like, no. You know what I mean? We need to get it in order because New York City is crazy. Or as Swayze called it. I was calling it that before my son Swayze TV. I'll be watching it. You know what I mean? He be having me rolling big facts, you know what I'm saying? Like, but as he say, or as he call it, Gotham City, and that's, you know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. This joint right here looking like Gotham City, but I'ma holla at y'all. Like, subscribe, share. Appreciate your time. I'm out.